Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the 7th module of chapter Electricity. In this module, we are going to study about the heating effect of electricity, applications of it in everyday life, and Joule's law of heating. When we switch on the bulb, the filament of the bulb turns red and the bulb glows. This is because when electric current passes through a metallic conductor, the conductor gets heated as electrical energy is transformed into heat energy. This is called the heating effect of electricity. Many appliances in our houses utilize this heating effect of electricity for their working. Some common examples are electric iron box, room heaters, and storage water heater. How does the electrical energy or current gets converted to heat energy? Every conductor offers resistance to the flow of current. When a potential difference is applied across the ends of a conductor, the free electrons of the conductor drift from the lower potential end to the high potential end, that is from negative terminal of the battery to positive terminal. These electrons collides with positive ions that are created by the atoms which loses the electrons. During collision, the energy of the electrons is transferred to the positive ions, making the ions vibrate violently, thus creating resistance to the flow of electrons. The electric current has to overcome this resistance. The work done by electric current in overcoming the resistance is converted into heat energy. This heat is used in the working of some electrical appliances. Metallic conductors are used in electric heating devices to convert electrical energy to heat energy, and they are called as heating elements. For example, filament in a bulb is a heating element. Now let us see the characteristic of a good heating element. A good heating element should have high resistivity so that it gets heated quickly, high melting point to enable it to withstand high temperature, negligible variation in resistance due to the temperature changes. Alloys are usually used as heating elements. Some common examples are nichrome containing 80% nickel and 20% chromium, magnenin which contains 86% copper, 12% manganese and 2% nickel, constantan which contains 60% of copper and 40% of nickel. If any electrical appliances receives very weak or very strong current, it could be damaged or it may stop functioning. To prevent this, an electric fuse is used in our houses these days. An electric fuse is a safety device used to protect an electric circuit against excessive current. Working of electric fuse is based on the principle of heating effect of electric current. An electric fuse contains a wire that is designed to withstand a particular amount of electricity flowing through it. If it exceeds the limit during the voltage fluctuations and the current becomes too strong for the wire to withstand, it melts and breaks the circuit. This cuts the supply of electricity. Electrical fuses are rated according to the current they can withstand. If a fuse is rated with 5 ampere, it can only withstand a current of maximum 5 amperes. If it exceeds 5 ampere, then it melts and breaks the circuit, thereby safeguarding the devices. We can monitor and regulate the heat produced by an appliance by regulating the current passing through it. British physicist James Prescott Joule established the relationship between heat generated in a conductor and the amount of current flowing through it. This is known as Joule's law of heating. According to this law, the amount of heat produced in a conductor is equal to the product of the square of the current, resistance of the conductor, and time for which the current passes through the conductor. And it is expressed as H is equal to I square RT. Now let us derive Joule's law of heating mathematically. Potential difference V is applied across the heating element shown here. W be the work done in moving unit charge Q across the circuit. According to the definition, potential difference V is equal to W by Q, and so we can write W is equal to VQ. Take it as equation 1. Now you know that electric current I is equal to Q by T. So from there you can get an equation for Q which is equal to IT. Take it as equation 2. Now substitute Q in equation 1. You will get W is equal to VIT. Take it as equation number 3. Now apply Ohm's law to this equation. You know that according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So the total work done will be equal to I square RT. Work done is used to overcome resistance, and that is converted to heat energy and represented by the letter H. So we can write H is equal to I square RT. So this is the mathematical expression for Joule's law. H is equal to I square RT. In this module, we have studied heating effect of electricity, applications of heating effect of electricity in our daily life, and Joule's law of heating.